morning, Book
Morning.
Today is a great day because we just completed the Tractate of Megillah, which is focused on the Day of Purim, which is a day that we celebrate, a great day, but it brings a lot of joy to the Jewish people, which they were safe from the evil Haman who was trying to destroy them. And also, this Megillah talk about we're supposed to read the Megillah or the Book of Esther twice a day, one in the night and one in the day. And also, we learn from this also that the Megillah have 4 chapters. One of the chapters address the scroll of Esther, and it's also is a section of the Haggadah, the exposition of the Megillah, and the second chapter we talk about the halacha how you read the Megillah, and who may do it, that we may do it in public. And also we are required to listen to the Book of Esther and hear it when they read it, and we also supposed to read the complete book. We also learned too that on that day we're supposed to give a food. You give to couple people, to the poor. You give to 2 persons, and also you can give to them some type of tzedakah. Also, I'm thankful for Rabbi Weisblum for taking the time to come here every morning and teaching us that Yomi, and able to explain to us the things that we don't understand. And we able to learn from this and able to grow more. And I encourage everyone to come and join us and learn from that Yomi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I want to wish a hearty mazel tov to everyone who's completed this tractate and participating in the Siyum. Again, it's been over a month. It's interesting that Tractate Megillah has 32 pages, and the Hebrew letters for page 32 is Lamed Bet, which is Lev, which is heart. Which is something very dear to our heart. The miracles that happened for the celebration of the festival of Purim. The first Mishnah in chapter 1 of Tractate Megillah starts out Megillah Nikra B'Yud Aleph, B'Yud Bet, B'Yud Gimel, B'Yud Dalet, which is the Megillah is read on the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, or the 14th, and also B'Tet Vav, or on the 15th. Lo pachot v'lo yotar, not earlier than the 11th or later than the 15th. Berabin mukafim choma memot Yoshua ben Nun korim b'tet vav. Residents of cities that were surrounded by walls at the time of Joshua, the son of Nun, read the Megillah on the 15th of Adar, which, as we know, is what we refer to as Shushan Purim. Of course, because the city of Shushan was a walled city. Again, this was, it's a relatively short tractate, but it covers a lot of very, very important information. Of course, beginning with the reading of the Megillah, specifically referring to Megillat Esther, and the reading of it on Purim, the timing of the reading, etc., when we're expected to do it, and so forth. It also gets into the laws pertaining to the actual Megillah reading it out of sequence, whether it's acceptable to read it from memory or whether you have to read it from a scroll. The rules governing who might have fulfilled the mitzvah of hearing or reading the Megillah, and so forth. It also gets into some final rules with regard to reading the Megillah, to delineate how many people are called to the Torah on the occasion for each Torah reading as well, and the Haftorah reading for each occasion. It also gets into a discussion of the various other special readings that we have during the year. For example, Parshat Parah, and the 4 parshiyot that we have, or the 4 weeks leading up to Pesach. So again, I want to thank Rabbi Weisblum for being here every morning. I've mentioned this pretty much at every Siyum. I know he puts in about 4 times as much effort into preparation for each of the classes. He does actually teaching it, sorry. And I also want to thank everyone who's been here every morning, bright and early, 6 a.m., studying with us and learning this wonderful tractate. So again, thank you to everyone, and Mazel Tov and Yisher Koach.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to wish Yasher Koach to Rabbi Weisblum for teaching the tractate as he has done so eloquently with every tractate, and David and Gilbert, Catherine Davidson, who's come every morning. And before I go into just about the Gemarrah Megillah, I just want to say today is a very special day in the Jewish calendar. It's Tu B'Av. We didn't say Tachnun today. Tu B'Av is actually a celebratory day in the Jewish calendar. I'll just very quickly mention one of the reasons we have Tu B'Av is because the tribes were allowed to intermarry together. That was a day, that restriction. The Jews of Beitar were allowed to be buried. This is a celebratory day, but we actually have to look around us now at the world around us today, currently. Everything seems to be upside down. There's a war in Israel. The anti-Semitism has risen throughout. In America, Yosef Raskin, back a few days ago, he was came to visit his daughter, and he was a religious Jew walking to Shul on Shabbos in Miami, and he was shot in cold blood. It's just, we just have to be vigilant and aware of us around us. So this is the time. I know it's a celebratory day today, but it's also a time for unity, coming together, and we have to remember that. And I see today is the yahrzeit for Libby's sister, and the Menaises are an integral part of the community. Michael is here day in, day out for the minyan helping us. Just such a huge part of the community, and that's what it's all about. That's the key message here. And on that note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Megillah. Just one snippet of the Megillah, as David already mentioned, that on Pesach we read. It talks about the Megillah, the customs of the Megillah. It talks about also different holidays, festivals when we read the 4 Arba Parshios. It also talks about when we sell a Torah scroll, what we do, what we could use those proceeds for to buy. And it talks about Arichas Yamim, the length of basically lengthening your life. And so this Megillah is filled with many rich interpretations, and by learning day in, day out, this is basically a big blessing for the community. And we know Rabbi Weisblum has done so many wonderful things for the community, and we hope to continue this. So I'd like to call upon Rabbi Weisblum to do the Siyum now.
Thank you. Yisher Koach. Thank you all for being here. וידבר משה את מועדי השם לבני ישראל מצוותן שיעור קוראים אותן כל אחד ואחד בזמנו. The Mishnah tells us that Moshe Rabbeinu delivered the important teaching of each and every festival. תנו רבנן משה תיקן לבני ישראל שואלים ודורשים עניינו של יום הלכות פסח בפסח, הלכות עצרת בעצרת, meaning 30 days or here we talk about Passover, it's 30 days in advance. Atzeret is the festival of Shavuot, 30 days, or Sukkot, Ilchot Chag B'Chag, and that's the source, which means that we have the obligation, especially as Tzibur, to have to get together and study the practical halachot applied to upcoming festival. Adran alach b'nei uslik ala masechet Megillah. Now I'm going to read in Hebrew, basically prayer, that we should be able not only to have a good strength, but to go and revisit that tractate. הדרן לך מסכת מגילה והדרך ונתן לך מסכת מגילה ודעתך עלן לא ניתן שם לך מסכת מגילה ונדשם אינן לבעל מעדים ולבעל מדעת הדרן לך מסכת מגילה והדרך עלן נתן לך מסכת מגילה ודעתך עלן ונתן שם לך מסכת מגילה ונדשם אינן לבעל מעדים ולבעל מדעת הדרן לך מסכת מגילה והדרך עלן נתן לך מסכת מגילה ודעתן לך לא ניתן שם לך מסכת מגילה ונדשם אינן לבעל מעדים ולבעל מדעת יהי רצון לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואבותינו שתהיה תורתך ומנחנו בעולם הזה ותהיינו בעולם הבא. Here we have the name of 10 sons of Bar Papa, who was not only a wealthy man but also someone who invites his sons and the community to participate, and some rabbis said is symbolically to the 10 commandments which we just read last Shabbat. Chanina Bar Papa, Rami Bar Papa, Nachman Bar Papa, Achai Bar Papa, Abemari Bar Papa, Rafram Bar Papa, Rachish Bar Papa, Surcha Bar Papa, Ada Bar Papa, Daru Bar Papa. הערב נעדנו עלינו דברי תוכלך בפי נבואת עמך בישראל ואנחנו כולנו צאצאנו וצאצאי ציון וצאצאי עמך בישראל כולנו לשמך ולמדור אותך לשמה מאויבייך וקמני מצוותיך כלולם לי דבי תמיד בחוקיך למען לא אבוש, לעולם לא אשכח פיקודיך דבר מחייתני, ברוך אתה אדוני למדני חוקיך, אמן, 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 סלע ועד. מודים אנחנו לפניך עננו לעבודנו ששמת חלקנו יושבי בית המדרש ולא שמת חלקנו יושבי קרנות, שאנו משקיעים ואינם משקיעים. We thank God that we are part of people who study and not people waste their time in vanity, that we wake up and they wake up. אנו משקיעים לדברי תורה ומשקיעים לדברי מתינים. We wake up for Torah and they wake up to watch the sports news. אנו עמלים והם עמלים, אנו עמלים ומקבלים שכר והם עמלים ואינם מקבלים שכר. אנו רצים והם רצים, אנו רצים לחיי עולם הבא והם רצים לבי שחד, שנאמר ואתה לא תורידים לבאר שחד, אנשי דמים מלומר לא יחצו מהם ואני אפתח בך. I have nothing to do against sports, by the way. יהי רצון לפניך אלוהי ששם שנותן לקסם מסכת מגילה, כאן תעזרים להתחיל במסכת וספרים אחרים ולסיימם, ללמוד, ללמד, לשמור ולעשות ולקיים את כל עבודת מותרותיך בעבר, וזכות לתנאים והמוראים ותלמידי חכמים, יעמוד לי ולזריש ובנו שתורה נקטים ובי זרי וזרע זרי עד עולם ותתקיים בי, בהתהלל לך חד, תנחה אותך בשבחך, תשמור עליך וקיצור לי תשיחך, תביאו בו ימיך ויוסיף לך שנות חיים ורחמים מנה ושמחה ושל כבוד. אדוני עוז לעמוד ייתן אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
יתגדל ויתגדל שלו מרמה נגדתי היה לצדקה יתון חיי עמה ומבנה קרתן ירושלים ושכללה נגדה בגדול ומהקם חנן ורעה מן העם ולעתרה וחמה להשמע ומלכותי יקרב ושכי משכי וחייכון ויום איכון וחיינו בית ישראל והגלה זמן קריב אמרו אמן יהי שנרם המחול הגדול מיום ההניה יתברך ישתבח יתפאר יתרומן ויתנשא יתהדר יתהלל יתהלל בין קודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה לאמירן ועלמה ויאמרו אמן על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיהם ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיהם ועל כל בן דייסקים דאורייתא בי ויתרא הדין ובי בכל אתר ואתר יהי להון ולכון שלמה רבה חינה וחיסדא ורחמים וחיין אריכין ובזוני בביתי ופור קנה בקדם אבון בשמיה והרב יאמרו אמן יהי שלמה רבה בשמיה וחיין טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל יאמרו אמן עושה שלום וברכה וברחמם ועושה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יאמרו אמן.
יחם לשולוים מלאכי השולוים מלאכי